I'm always of the mind, do you know what your outcomes are? Because part of that is like, if you sat there and go, if my sales organization ran flawlessly, what would that look like? Like, can you envision in your mind's eye, if everything just worked the way that I wanted it to, what would that look like? And then you have to back into, well, like, where are we now? It's, your classic gaps analysis, right? Like, what is the desired state I really want this to be in relative to how my sales organization operates? What do I want them to do? What do I want them to say? How do I want them to say it? How do I get the least amount of like impediments out of their way so that they can sell faster and sell bigger deals or whatever that may be? And where am I now? And how far away am I from that? And then, the next step is really to sit there and go, what changes could I make that are going to have the biggest impact with the least amount of effort? And that really is sales enablement, right? It's getting all these things out of your sellers' way so they can be effective, getting the friction out of their way, allowing them to do, what they do with the least amount of just things blocking them. Sometimes the blockers come inside the company, like the company's actually getting in their way. Sometimes it's market conditions. The market conditions are harder to solve for, but if we as the company are getting in their way, like there's no excuse for that. And a lot of times the salespeople will tell you what's in their way, right? And you just back into it and then say, what can I change that has the biggest impact with the least lift? And that's where you start your program.